Oh no, the full moon in Taurus this week. What to do? Don't worry, I'm here. Thanks for joining me and my lovely artwork. A little background here, but this was, I painted this through paint night. I'm definitely no artist. I try, I'm creative. I did this about 5 years ago. So you can see I love cherry blossoms. It's a little dark and kind of gloomy, like feeling lost. And this one is like, woo, full moon, cherry blossoms. Look at the color of the river and the flowers, so vibrant. How things have changed in 5 years. And in fact, in the last year, there's been a ton of changes. I want to thank you for joining me. This is your weekly intuitive guided messages for the week of October 22nd to the 28th. Now, it's all about the full moon in Taurus, definitely. So, of course, I consulted with my guides, angels, and loved ones just to see what the overall message is. And like I said, I do my writing in my book. I have I guess this would be, my tool. This is what I use. When I turn this pen on, the guides, the angels, loved ones know it's go time. So it's just telling you this week is all about focus, focus, focus. And it's all about you, definitely. So with full moons, the energy changes. People become more irritated, agitated. You might be feeling that way as well. Your energy might be all over the place. You might be high energy or low energy. You want to sleep more, sleep less, eat more, eat less. You'll feel scattered in your thoughts. You'll feel frustrated. You might feel some sadness. This is all, like the full moon is all about release. So I've got some tips in regards to a full moon ceremony that you can do at the end of this. But right now, we want to talk about you staying strong and focused. All of this energy, this full moon right now in Taurus, will throw many off balance. So you've got to find your center with grounding, exercise, so maybe some yoga, even being out in nature. If you can take your shoes off, if you have the climate to do so, in the sand or in the water, in the grass, in the dirt, wherever, you'll find your center and be grounded, because there is tons of energy in Mother Earth. So you need to grab hold of that energy and just center yourself. There's a rooted tree exercise. Like I do a grounding exercise every morning. I basically visualize a white cord coming from my base chakra, my root chakra, shooting out through my legs, out my feet, into the ground, and plunging deep into the earth, into the center. Visualize the cord wrapping around a rose quartz. That's what I envision. It's very good for grounding and protection. So that cord will wrap around the rose quartz or any crystal of your choosing, whatever you visualize. Could be an amethyst, a garnet, a quartz, hematite, whatever it happens to be, shooting back up through the earth and hitting the soles of your feet. And then you can just say to yourself, I am grounded. Epsom salt baths, I mean, magnesium is fantastic for grounding. A lot of folks are deficient in magnesium. And then just being centered, focusing on yourself more. It's more self-care. I'm a huge advocate for self-care. So take care of yourself. You gotta eat well. You've got to exercise. Your mind, you do a lot of journaling. You get messages in your dreams. So I would recommend a journal for your dreams as well. And just music, that lifts your mood up. That could ground and center you as well. Or shake off that excess full moon energy that's going to be happening very shortly in the next couple of days. And it's also talking about that there'll be a surprise out of nowhere for, in relation to money, relationships, or values. So the emphasis is what's best for you. And we also see a disruptive ending or a beneficial gift. Either way, it's going to be a shock. Like, what? So, and they're also telling me that hints were laid out for you since mid-September. Were you paying attention? Your guides and your angels and loved ones will send you messages through animals, whether it could be a deer, a bird, a cat, an insect like a dragonfly, a ladybug. I see lots of ladybugs. Butterflies, I see a lot of those as well. Or number sequences, 111, 2, and 3, 11, 11, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just, you always see those same numbers coming up, and it's synchronicity. And it's also saying, hi, we have a message for you. Please quiet your mind. Maybe go into meditation and just ask, what do you need to tell me? I got the sign, I'm here, I'm ready and waiting. And that's all they need to know, is that you are paying attention. Even a loved one. My grandfather likes to play with the electricity, like things will flicker, lights will flicker, or something will surge, the radio, the computer's not working properly, my phone kind of freezes up. I always acknowledge him and say, thank you, okay, what do I need to know? I'm paying attention, Grandpa Weiss. But it's also telling you to choose to step into the light, or do you want to just stay on the edge and remain detached? No, that's easy. Just like sitting back and remaining detached, that's easy. That you're tuned out and you're letting your ego take over. So you need to care about your talents more and less about the audience, about people who say it's not cool. Don't worry about those people. And sometimes you have to step up and put yourself out there, okay? So in relation to your root chakra, I would suggest, I don't know if you carry crystals with you, but I carry this one. It's my red jasper. That's for the root chakra to keep you grounded. You can also get bloodstone, hematite, red coral, garnet, and ruby. And if you like essential oils, the aromas are cedar, love that one, smells like a forest in here, clove, pepper, and vetiver. That's an interesting one. And then red foods like beets and cherries and strawberries and peppers and watermelon. And even grounding food like cruciferous vegetables are very good for you. So cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, you're getting the idea. A sweet potato, like very grounding foods. Beets, amazing food for you, amazing. And you have some affirmations that you're stable, safe, and secure. You're rooted in life and in yourself. You have unshakable trust. So, there's also, if you want to do like a musical keynote or chanting, it's O, or a C, O. Just that alone will reset everything. Wearing, the color red, that's a very powerful color. So color as well. I feel like when I put on that red dress, I'm in like my power suit and nothing's going to stop me and I'm invincible. And powerful, and I'm going to take on the world. So I also drew a card from my lovely Energy Oracle cards by Sandra Ann Taylor. Lovely cards. And the card that we drew for the week is dun, da, 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 the broken heart. And isn't that interesting? We are talking about the heart chakra as well. Just in regards to, following your heart's desire, and your root chakra is highly tied to your heart chakra. So this has to do with grief and loss. It's showing the broken heart is open. There's darkness, emptiness, and a grief-filled tear. The hurt may be from long ago or something from a recent event, so please pay attention. Either way, a deep healing is called for now. Vent your feelings, release the person or situation involved, affirm that you are reclaiming your power and peace of mind, open your heart to the light of divine love and healing, and have compassion for yourself through this difficult process. Make self-care a priority now, please. As you let go of old experiences, you can open your heart to the true and abiding love that you so rightly deserve. So please, in this full moon ceremony that I'm going to talk about is all about release and repair and self-care and honoring what's true for you. What do you want? What does your heart tell you? 99% of the time, your heart should be overruling your head. But as a society, we were taught to live in the ego and do what the head wants. And that's what the ego wants. And most of the time, the ego wants you to follow what everyone else is doing. Well, you don't have to do that. If you really want to live from your heart space, you follow your heart. Your affirmation, if you'd like to write this down, is you release the pain of the past and live with compassion for myself. Love heals and renews me now. Powerful card, and that's the only one I'm pulling for the week. So we're going to talk about full moon ceremonies. It's a full moon release ceremony. So it has to do with creation, manifestation, birth, and rebirth. So it marks a time for death or change. It's a time for gathering your wits and tying up loose ends. So it symbolizes the end chapter, shedding light on things that we no longer need to hold on to. So you're going to remove obstacles. And your full moon preparation. So create a sacred space and arrange a time to perform the ceremony. And you can preferably, do it at nighttime and outdoors under the moonlight if you can. If not, still have that intention, create that space. Paper and pen, write down on slips of paper things you want to release or change. I would suggest when you're burning this, make sure it's maybe in some type of a bonfire, or if you have a barbecue or a camping stove, a fireproof vessel, like even a tin can would do, or a cooking pot, and just toss the paper inside. And then have some smudging herbs for cleansing. And that could be sage, that could be bay leaf, that could be Palo Santo. If you don't want to burn anything, you can light a candle with that scent, or a candle, have that intention. You can also use a spray, like they have room sprays now that you can find online that are scented with sage, or any scent that you like. It doesn't have to be sage. So cleanse your area with an opening prayer. You do use sage smudging or burning some incense as well, or a candle. Invite your guides, angels, masters, and teachers to be at your side throughout the ceremony. You can light one or more candles as well. Look to the skies, breathe in the night air, or breathe in the indoor air. And one by one, read out the words you have written on each slip of paper. Set your intention to release the item, addiction, person, and attitude from your life. Set it on fire and place it in your fireproof vessel. And you can read them silently to yourself or out loud. And just remember that our words have power. Saying "be gone" audibly and loudly can be very freeing. Go ahead, howl at the moon if you want to, have some fun, yell, scream, cry, whatever it takes. So just have some fun, show some gratitude, thank the spirits, be cautious as well, put out the fire, and make sure you charge your crystals at night as well. I do it for a couple days, which is amazing. All right, so had to pause for a minute, but I'm back. Just want to talk about candles. My sister makes lovely soy bean wax candles. So they're all natural, clean burning, soot-free, and made with 100% essential oils. She does not use any dyes, so no, you cannot get a red candle. But she does have candles with different scents, like frankincense and myrrh. And of course, this one's coconut lime, but if you go to her website, Natura Soy, Natura soy.ca, or you can find her on Facebook and Instagram as well. And Canadian made and hand poured, and she's been in business for 15 years. So just a plug if you'd like to find a natural essential oil burning candle. So as well, please subscribe below to my newsletter and to my channel, because I do weekly updates, and the newsletter is packed full of tips, ideas, stories, and exclusive content and contests for subscribers of my newsletter. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Pinterest. I'm pretty much everywhere. And I'm working on an online course on how to heal yourself through ego removal. And I do have specials up on my website. I have new affirmations on my website. So if you'd like to find an affirmation for yourself or a mantra, feel free to go to 24khealing.ca. And if you need any help with the full moon ceremony, you have any questions about this week, feel free to reach out. And remember, healing begins where the ego ends. Have a fantastic week.